Hey guys, today I'm going to be reviewing the Owlet Cam 2. I actually bought the Owlet Dream Duo when I first purchased this product. This one comes with the camera and the sock, but I'm going to save the sock review for a different video. This one is just going to be about the camera. So basically I'm going to talk about some things that I like about the camera, some things I don't like, and would I recommend it to you. So just like general aesthetics, I really like the look of this camera. It's nice, sleek, and modern. It's magnetic, so it pops out of the base and you can attach it, mount it anywhere. It's helpful for when you need to change angles and stuff. So overall, the aesthetic is nice. The boxing, the material that it came in, really pretty. Just very professional and nice. It's not cheap looking at all. And given the expense, yeah, it's not a cheap product. So before I purchased this and before I made this video, I read a lot of reviews. I think this is one of the first products that is kind of pushed on you before you deliver. And I see it on a lot of baby registries, things like that. So I was curious. And of course, we all want to make sure that our baby is safe when they're sleeping. So I thought that this was going to be a really good product to invest in. The more I read reviews though, I do kind of understand where people are coming from. There's a lot of people who really love it, and there's a lot of people who have problems with this product. So first off, let's go over the pros. Like I said, I really like the look of the product, the camera, and the app to me is really easy to use. I like the app, and the setup for the camera and everything to me was really easy, and I'm not great at that kind of stuff. And we had actually purchased a camera before that we returned before I even had my baby, and the setup for that one was really difficult. So I was really happy that this was easy to get going. I needed to use it, and I've been using this product for over 5 months. And for this product, for the sock, you can use it from 0 to 18 months. For the camera, you can just continue using it for whatever. It doesn't even have to be for a baby. But you would get lots of notifications, and I don't think something like this is necessary for like a dog or anything like that. It's specifically made for tracking and monitoring a child. So another thing that I really like about this camera is the HD visibility. I do like the clarity of the videos. I actually have all these pictures and videos saved of my baby sleeping and just looking adorable. You can blow up the image and screenshot and record everything. It's great. So I love that. I also like this piece right here. The temperature of the room, and it will tell you basically if it's too hot or too cold, if your baby is comfortable or not. And given where we live, I have had to use that a couple times. And as soon as I came in, cooled him off or whatever, it goes back to baby is comfortable. So I like that a lot. And with the app, you can also track the sleep. It can tell you how well your baby slept, how long, and if you have any future goals as the baby gets older, sleep cycles change and everything like that. So I think that was really nice. And I also like with the app, your baby has their own profile. So he has his own profile with his name and everything. And it's a very like personalized feel. I love that. Also, this cord, this is like the world's longest cord. It's great. I don't like the look of extension cords or anything. I actually didn't mount mine because I bring it with me all the time. I change things up. He likes to change things up. So the long cord actually is good for me, and it's also USB connect. And I have a USB connect on my desk, so that makes things super easy. But I have untangled it a ton of times. I even untangled it for this video. So yeah, that's great. That's something to think about. But that's kind of where it ends as far as the things that I really like about the camera. So there are, I would say, an even amount of cons. The first one would be the most essential thing, the most important thing you want a baby is for it to work and be connected so that you always have eyes on your baby when he's sleeping, because that's why you set up a baby camera. The connection is not great. I didn't realize this, I think, till later. I wasn't having problems with that early on, but I think the more I use it now, the more connectivity problems I have. And I don't think that has so much to do with my internet. I have products everywhere that use the internet that are connected to my house, and everything works fine. My husband also has the app that watches our son, and he started having problems too. And sometimes it'll like work for me and not for him, or it'll work for him and not for me. And so I'll kind of have to like work together to get watch him until my connection gets better. That's a bit of a problem. And also, the worst part is if you have a baby, getting your baby to sleep is difficult, at least for me. And when I'm ready to leave and I put the camera on, if it's taking a long time, maybe I have to move things around and everything, and my baby will wake up. It's just the worst feeling ever. So you don't want the baby camera affecting your baby's sleep. That's the worst thing. I would say that's a big problem. And so yeah, sometimes you just have to wait for it, or sometimes it just like never connects and you have to like unplug and replug, and it's a hassle. That's what this product is for. And so if it's not doing it, yeah, that's an issue. As far as connectivity, even seeing the image, having that pop up, but also lagging. Sometimes, I'll hear my baby cry out before I hear it or see it on the screen. It doesn't bother me too much because it's not a huge lag time. But it's still pretty important. You want to get to your child as soon as possible if they're crying out. This product also has night vision, which I've read is pretty common at this point for baby cameras, but I wasn't too familiar with other baby cameras until now. So I thought it was pretty cool. The only problem is if you're putting the camera on when it's already dark, sometimes it does this thing where like it blinks a really bright light into the baby's eyes, and then it'll stop, and then you see like a red light. And I think that's focusing on the child, on the baby. But again, I'm pretty sure it's woken my baby up a couple times, where that's, again, not something you want out of a baby product for sleeping. And then there's been other times where I've been watching him and I can tell the light is shining really bright and he's looking like right into the bright light, which is, not something I want for him. I don't even really let him look at screens too much, so I don't want the light going in his eyes. Poor thing. And one thing I actually do like is because they use Wi-Fi, you don't have to pay for like a service or anything. Some cameras you have to pay for services, but no, there's no additional fees or anything for the app or anything after you purchase this. But it doesn't always work. Like if you're in a place with the Wi-Fi. At the house, we always have internet connection, but there's been times we've stayed at like lodges and national parks with like very poor internet connection, and it didn't work. So I had to stay with my son when he slept, which was fine. But again, I brought it with me and I didn't think about it. So yeah, that's just something to consider. And let's talk about the notifications. So the notifications come in when there's a sound, a movement, a temperature drop, anything. So because the camera doesn't come with its own monitor, it's set up on your phone, you're just bombarded with notifications all the time. I normally have the screen on anyway when he's asleep. If I'm not using my phone, I just have it near me wherever. And so I'll be seeing him, I'll get notifications, everything. And this is really difficult when we're using the sound machine. It just keeps detecting sounds from the sound machine. So I'll be, trying to do something, and then I'll just start seeing these notifications and I'm like, oh no, he's up. But then it's just the sound machine. He's completely fine. So I wish there was a way that it could only track certain noises, but I don't know. I don't really know how to fix that problem, other than you don't use a camera with constant notifications, because yeah, the old school cameras they weren't like that. And the old school baby monitors were definitely not like that. So that's just kind of, I guess, a modern issue. It's not necessarily from the design of this product, but it's a bit annoying. Overall, would I recommend this product to new parents or parents who are trying to switch from their baby monitors, baby cameras? Given the price, I probably wouldn't. I think that there are more affordable options on the market right now that do similar things. I know people really like the temperature gauge clarity, and just I think they're probably introduced to this brand because of the sock. And like I said, we'll talk about the sock later. There's a lot of controversy and stuff like that going around with the sock, so we'll do that in a separate video. But I think if it was just the camera, I don't think too many people would be talking about this camera as much as they are now. It's not a bad device. Like I said, what I have problems with are somewhat annoyances other than the connectivity problem, where that really could be an issue, like a safety issue, if it just lost connect when you need to watch your baby. So I wouldn't recommend this price given the price point. Baby cams are a big market, and I think that with the right research, you can find something that would be a little bit more inexpensive and do similar things. Thanks so much for watching my review. Leave comments below if you have questions for me or if I said something wrong, and subscribe to my channel and come back for more reviews.